Well, hello there, and welcome back to the show. Yes, it's been way too long. It's been a hot minute, but
Hello, boys! I'm back!
yes, I'm back. Finally. Where do I begin? Well, why was I gone for so long? That's probably the first thing you're thinking. Christmas happened, lots of stuff Christmas, and then January and February was kind of like I'm gonna play in crypto and the altcoins. If you're in the crypto game, wow, what a great time it's been, right? Billionaires have been made, but anyway, getting back to this video. So this is kind of going to be a catch-up video. In the words of the infamous Dr. Emmett Brown.
Marty! You've got to come back with me. Where? Back to the future.
Yes, we're going to go back and look at all the things that we've missed over this period because so much shit has gone down. And right, so where shall we start? So, what's the first thing that happened? Oh, yes, of course. This happened. It that shall not be talked about. This specific phrase out here. Can't say it. Can't say it. Can't mention those words there. Otherwise get my videos removed. That's awfully authoritarian, don't you think? I mean, that's literally 1984. Even though all the video, like the previous video, I'll link at the top. Can't even speculate about it because the reason is if you speculate, then things happen, really, really bad things. So the fact that there was like loads of evidence, not saying any of it happened, completely legit. Nothing to worry about. Or was there? But but apparently so how it works now is if you mention this, you'll get removed from Twitter. Videos will get removed. You can't even mention the fact that this might have occurred. Because of that, this happened. Which is a terrible thing. I mean, here's the thing though. People are angry with their political system. They think that there might be some of this happening, right? And then they march, as they always do. People are protesting. And then some people get a little bit ruckus, and then they go into and force themselves into a government building. I mean, if we're going to compare, and I know like a lot of people have been saying, ooh, it's so disingenuous to compare. But no, it's not. It's literally a great comparison. I'll get to comparison in a second. So these people get angry and they go march on the Capitol and they stand there because they want sort of justice. They want vindication. Their voices haven't been heard. It feels like their votes didn't matter. Ooh, I wonder if I can say that. Probably not. And a couple of them obviously get out of hand, which puts everybody in a bad light. As far as I know, 2 people died. A girl was shot, one of the protesters, and a police officer was beaten. 2 other people also apparently murdered. I mean, I don't know if you're watching the news, but right now the FBI director is literally sitting in Congress, can't really give answers on what the cause of death was because basically he died 2-3 days later. But again, let's not get into that. It's the entire scope of this. These are the people, this is a Trump supporter. Okay, I'm a bit suspicious, but okay, let's go. The reason all this happened was because people were saying things online which basically gave our tech overlords cause to just remove anybody saying things like this, because that can lead to violence. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the media. Do you think maybe the media is pushing it, is maybe framing it in a different light, especially when you compare it to this? Yeah, I mean, 14 days in BLM peaceful protests, 19 people were dead. Of course. Yes, you see, it's totally fine if you're doing it for the right cause. See, when you commit violence and when major politicians are coming out going, listen, it's totally cool. Violence is, like AOC said it, a whole bunch of politicians. I didn't recall a single politician on a specific side renouncing it, telling people to stop committing violence. I mean, AOC was saying it's like, violence is necessary. How much damage did that cause? Oh, wait, yes, $2 billion worth of damage. Gucci isn't a government property. I mean, they were upset with who? With the police. That's an arm of the government. Yes, the government. Not Gucci, not fucking private businesses. Also a group of people upset about the way things are being done. They storm a government building. Does that not make a bit more sense? Gucci own the police. Do the $2 billion worth of damage private businesses? How is that connected to? I don't know. I don't know. But it's rules for thee, but not for me. I just think it's crazy. So that happened. Then what happened after that? Oh yes, of course. Can't forget this. Everybody is safe now. You don't have to see it. People aren't retweeting it. The news isn't telling you about what he's saying. I mean, there's just so much more peace about. I mean, it's almost like I just wish there was an option where people just didn't need to follow him. But I mean, I just want to know how much money like the news agencies are losing because they aren't literally reporting daily on what the orange man is saying. Madness, honestly. It's madness. Totally fine. Remove the president Twitter account. It's totally cool because you know what? He incited violence. Oh wait, did he? Oh, we're going to get to that one. But then the best thing that could ever have happened. Biden won. Yeah, so much unity, so much peace. Great. Hashtag my kind of pedo. I mean, he's a nice guy. As an old guy, though, I mean, I do wonder if he even knows he's president. I'm sure that's probably why it's his wife. Just keep reminding him, listen, dude, you're the president now. And he's just like, oh, the kids to smell. Yeah. Really, 45 years in government, he's going to do things now. Politicians, don't you love them? Great. I mean, this is basically, the 4 years of hell on earth has finally ended. Orange guy did just he's mean, saying really mean things, which so much worse than actual physical violence, like the kind where they burn stuff down. Yeah, so we're happy. Everybody's happy that the big man has taken office. Also the press has been just such happy news. We've been learning about how his dogs are enjoying the White House. He hasn't said much. He hasn't come out much. He can't really. The old ticker, it's a bit slow. I don't know if you can take questions. Oh, yes. I mean, it scares you a little. I mean, I wonder what's going through her head.
No! God, please, no! No!
Anyway, enough about the amazing new president. What else happened? Oh, yes, of course. Gina Carano fired from the Mandalorian. Wait, why again? What did she do? What did she do? She probably did an evil thing, right? It's like everybody came out and was, listen, you need to just, fire her. I mean, she looks like a woman. I mean, isn't that really evil of Disney to fire a woman for being? I mean, they probably fired her because she's a woman. Or was it probably something she said, right? Did she say something? No. What did she say? Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children. Well, that's kind of what happened. How did that happen? Oh, yes. Basically, the government made them hate people. I mean, she's basically drawing the conclusion between the two. Yeah, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek. It's a bit edgy. It's an edgy comparison. But, if you look at what's currently happening with the news, anybody who was in America who supported Trump is literally a white supremacist. Okay, that's not similar. Okay, but I mean, it's fine to call the orange man literally Hitler for the last 3.5 years. I mean, honestly, this is a joke. Right, so what else was there? I love this one. This was the best. Our favorite it girl. It's terrible what happened during the riots. She was right there. She gave a harrowing account of exactly what happened to her, how she was scared and she was in her room and almost was murdered by the moose head wearing guy who was obviously tripping balls on acid. She went through so much trauma. I mean, she literally has. She even stated she gets PTSD now from experience. So sad. Like, just it's like heart-wrenching watching her. And then we kind of heard it was all a lie. Oh, it was all bullshit, AOC, wasn't it? You weren't even there. You were like almost like a kilometer or 3 away in a different building. And it wasn't the rioters that rocked up. It was the cops trying to, like, the Capitol security trying to get her out. But it doesn't matter. It's like facts. Facts don't matter. It's about personal experience. This is what we learned. I mean, I love her. She's the gift that keeps on giving. It's just amazing what you can do. And you know what it is? It just goes to show, a Baaack from the Bronx, if she can make it into politics, anybody can. It doesn't take much. I mean, take South African politics. I mean, you don't need much. Just really need to know how to steal good and corrupt well and how to state capture things. Because, yeah. But I'll get to South Africa. What else was there? Oh, of course. This was good. They said he would. America's back.
Oh! Talking about shenanigans, right?
America's back. Biden strikes Syria. We need to get that war machine going. It's just being the whole Trump and his piece. He's just tweeting mean things. See, as I said, actual violence on Twitter, saying mean things is so much worse than bombing people. Apparently, as far as I read, something like 11 children were murdered. I know it's not a joke, but it's like you've got one guy who says dumb shit. He's kind of an idiot, but you know what? He's anti-war to a degree. I'm seeing articles about this, like, Biden didn't mince words on Twitter. He just bombed them like he should. What? Would you rather just have someone bomb you? Or have the guy like shout out, "Hey, dude, you better stop or I'm going to kick your ass." I prefer the latter, right? Like, warning. And then he got called out, warmonger, dictator, literally Hitler. Well, how long have you been in power there, guy? It's been, 38 days? 39?
Oops. Y'all jokers must be crazy.
Yeah, back to war. We gotta get the war machine going. What else? This was great. It's not cages, guys. Listen, these aren't cages. They're they're child holding facilities. Yeah, but it's like the bars on the windows, those aren't bars. They're just like, they're to protect people getting in. I mean, where's AOC? I mean, I hope she's going to go stand there in a white, like, what about, do they care about us, Michael Jackson moment, and just cry in front of the camera. Yeah, it's fine. Who built the cages, Joe? I mean, I literally saw like a little tweet from USA Today acknowledging that Obama built the cages and used them. Well, I wonder where that like exceptional journalism, that investigative journalism was for the last 4 years. It's like, he put in the children in the cages. He's a mean man. Like, who built them? Like, conspiracy theory. Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, I mean, that's just, well done, Joe. The best man is on the job. He got there fair and square. No, nothing suspicious. Nothing? Maybe those? No, see, that's just, doesn't prove anything. It's just, it's just random that a lot of people who voted didn't even have addresses. What's that, red flag 67? It's fine. This could totally be proven false. I mean, this is obviously, other journalists are going to come out, they're going to go listen, and they're going to prove the opposite. I mean, it's not like they'll just shut him down like in Soviet Russia. Oh, yes, they did. It's weird. Weird, don't you think? Twitter removes his account for sharing factual evidence of something happening. I warned you. I warned you. I said this is going to be like 994. You know, everybody that's thinking wrong, let's remove them first. And if they don't come right, we can just, like, are you kidding? Okay. I've had enough of America. Let's get into the bigger joke, which is, our country of South Africa. And let's have a look at how completely and utterly fucked we are. Oh, sorry. Kids probably shouldn't be watching this. Right. So where do we start? Well, COVID's just been amazing. We're finally in lockdown level 1 this week. Woohoo! It's been a year, and government still has emergency powers. They can still do whatever they want to, thanks to the NCCC. Because really, really clever people there. Of course, this is old news, but we're basically spending 2 billion rand a day. They're doing an exceptional job. I mean, if you look at everything, it's really not their fault. I mean, apart from Eskom, apart from like the South African Airways that all the tax money is going to, I mean, currently at this moment, we're spending 2 billion a day. That's mostly, we're borrowing. We're not spending, we're borrowing. So we're spending more than that, and then we're still borrowing 2 billion a day, 21 cents out of every rand. I mean, this is actually old news, but I mean, I bet you it hasn't gotten any better. And then just to add insult to injury, this news came out like in the week, like 5.8% of South Africa's population are paying 92% tax. I'm sorry, it's so comical. It's beyond, like, how fucked do you want the country to be? At what point you go like, when it maybe hit like, we're going like, okay, cool. I mean, that percentage of how many people pay the majority tax has been there. Like, it's always been about 6%. It's just getting lower and lower. And the amount that they're paying gets more. And at what point government's sitting there going, maybe we should tax them more. I mean, the government can't run a cup of warm piss. They can't even, like, they couldn't even hand out food parcels to the poor. That's literally all you do is pick up a bag and then give it to someone. They couldn't do that. They literally stole it. They were like they've got like 3 cars, 2 houses, and they're still stealing money. Food. Not even money, food. All I can do is laugh, because otherwise we'll be crying. I'm basically just covering up my pain with humor. Right, what else was there? Oh. This is a great one. So, if you don't know the story, I'll just give you a quick summary. Jacob Zuma, the former president of South Africa, gets asked, there's a commission, like it's almost like a congressional hearing that's being done. It's been going on for 10 years? Who knows? One person's been arrested, a whole bunch of politicians have been found, they've been questioned, and it's spurious, but literally nothing's happened. It's just costing us, I think it's cost us so far 65 million rand. Literally nothing will happen to these politicians. And this is a classic example of that. Again, I could be proven wrong on this one, but so Zuma gets told to appear before the Zondo Commission, official hearing by a court judge. He gets subpoenaed to come and testify, and he just goes, nah, fuck it, I'm not going. He just goes, no, go. So he's literally in contempt of court, right? And he just doesn't give a shit about it. And did the cops come and pick him? No, of course they didn't. Imagine that was you. Imagine that was you going like in contempt of court. The cops would be at your house like hours later going like, oh, you're arrested. Couldn't give a shit. So much so that the ANC top brass, the ruling party's top brass, were like, they were going to go meet with him to have a discussion. Like, are you absolutely joking? So where are we right now in South Africa? Just to give a quick summary, no one has a clue. No one has a clue. Cyril Ramaphosa keeps coming out going like, yeah, unity, my fellow South Africans. I mean, if you've got kids around, block their ears. Cyril, government, go get fucked. Honestly, like you guys, government literally tried to block private companies from acquiring the vaccine. No, they wanted them to buy it. Well, I mean, why? Also, they probably put a markup on it and make money. I mean, it's like every opportunity is an opportunity for them to loot more and to steal more. Well, we don't call it looting or stealing. We've got nicer terms for it, like corruption, where, I mean, I can't corrupt. If I corrupt stuff from the store or from the bank, it's called theft. But when they do it, it's called state capture. There's probably no law against state capture, but me stealing 10 rand or a dollar from the bank, I will go to jail, Like, it's just, these people they don't care. They honestly don't care. Politicians across the board could not give a fuck about you. They don't. I mean, they stand there and they come out and go, oh, we really care about. No, you fucking don't. They don't. They don't. Please don't fall for it. So yeah, I think that's going to be the wrap. That's our catch-up show. So we've kind of covered everything. And listen, I don't want to be a grifter, because if you're sharing alternative information, not spewing the accepted narrative, then you're called a grifter. I'm not grifting. I don't want your money. Please do not donate money to me. Go buy crypto. Go buy shitcoins. Buy Bitcoin. And just hold it. Diamond hands, baby. Just hold that money. Just hold it. Hold it. You thank me later. You know what? In a year or so, when Bitcoin's sitting at 100,000, yeah, then give me a donation. That's cool. Otherwise, just leave a comment. Just watch it. Maybe a like. Otherwise, tell me how much I suck. Tell me what I should improve. Come on. I dare you. But yeah, that's the show. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you very shortly. Very, very, very soon. Cheers.